Welcome to the meetup. It's Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, Friday the 13th. You ever heard the song? Yeah. It's Friday the 13th of April. We also have a song. Yeah, meetup, Python meetup. So today we'll be doing code words, TDD, and code words. So for our sake, we will write the test on a file because Codos already has the test. So we'll just write the test on a file to show how the test can be written and solve Codos using the tests. Yeah, so remember to tweet hashtag Python Kisumu, hashtag Python Vim. So we are going to create a file. While creating Python files, Python test files, you have to start with the word test so that the framework can know that which file to look at. So it will go through the
Which framework?
unit test or PyTest either. Yeah. So we're going to create the file. Should we choose the, yeah, I think we should choose the challenge we're going to tackle first before anything goes on, because we can't write test of what you don't know. Yeah. So code words. Oh, sorry for that. For those who don't know me, I'm the crafty coder. Yeah, I'm the crafty coder. People call me Malcolm. People who don't know my other side call me Malcolm, you know. But yeah, that's it. I'm a Python developer and I do other languages as well.
Which other languages?
I do the usual, the normal HTML, CSS. I do a bit of JS, though I'm not perfect. I'm also not perfect at Python, so. And I also do a bit of Ruby. And the ones we read in school, C++ and the usual, I hope you know them. Yeah, those ones. Those are the languages I converse in. So you're going to choose one from these ones.
Are we doing HackerRank or Codewords?
Codewords. We're doing Codewords. The initial plan was to do HackerRank, but HackerRank. Honestly, I'm not familiar with HackerRank as it was before. I was not in the plan of the meetup, as you know. So, yeah, I will just use what I'm used to. Maybe next time we will do HackerRank. Is that okay? Yeah, so they are both used on testing your practical skills. They are both used for practicing. Yeah, so you're giving challenges, you solve them, you gain points. Yeah, our highest points gained are gained by this guy, Kevin Santos, controller.rb. You can call him any. Yeah. So he has 354 points. I was away, so as you can see, I have 204 points.
Can you see the list?
Yeah, you can see the list. So let's go home. Yeah, so on the list we have this guy, Tansaku. 3,000. So he's not here. He's some guy we stop laughing. Yeah. These guys, Champagne Papi, Kevin Santos, controller. You can put the camera out on one.
How did they forget?
Yeah, this is our champagne puppy. And then we have B, Gatti Rao.
Yeah. Wait.
With
Let me get it fast.
you have to do this.
You're not a woman.
Okay, and then we have a Moke. Dear Moke, I'm okay. And obviously Sigu.
Obviously. I have to be last.
And no, we're not done with the list. I come after Sigu, if I'm not wrong. I can't be shown in the list because this is my list, so I have 204. But you should watch out.
So you can do the.
This is a threat. You should watch out.
Knock point.
Yeah, so, and we have the X time. I don't know him, but he's in our circle. Miss Njage, still in our circle. Stella Maris, at Stella Maris on Twitter, if I'm not wrong. This KKB, this weird name, Kpedian, and Giantias. And we don't have Lucy on this list. I don't know why, but she's also part of us. She has 180 something points, if I'm not wrong.
Lucy, say hi.
Yeah, she has 160 points. Back to our task. So this, when you join the clan, let me show you the clan. You can join the clan Agile Ventures. We are in Agile Ventures. So if you join the clan, you can see the listing. Yeah, and you can also be part of the circle. You can be able to track. You know, in this, you know whether you're lagging behind or you're somewhere. And all of us are lagging behind because this is surrounding us with 10 points. Yeah, so we have ranks, 8 queues, 7 queues, 6 queues going down. So you start from 8 going to 7 to 6 until you reach 1. When you reach 1, then you can say you made it. All of us are at 6, if I'm not wrong. Yeah.
All of us are on 6.
Yeah. So maybe we should choose one. So did you do this?
8Q.
8Q.
Yeah. Listen. Always busy. You're broadcasting.
Okay. Okay.
Click one SQ.
You know, I'm being safe. If you can check, these are all the ones I've done. So we're going to do even or odd. So the tag for this kata is fundamentals, mathematics, algorithms, and numbers. So our task here is to create a function that takes an integer as an argument and returns even for the even numbers or odd for odd numbers. Yeah. Is that challenging in any way? I hope all of us know what odd numbers and even numbers are. If you don't know, I can't assume. So on odd numbers, they are not divisible by 2. I can't explain divisible. And even they are divisible by 2. So the odd number modulus 2 gives us a remainder, which is 1. It can't be 3 or 4. And even it will be 0. So our function must evaluate this and tell us if it's even or odd. So we will not write a short, complicated code. We will write it as simple as it can be so that everyone can follow along. So since we know our task, even or odd, I think we can go to our what's it called? Our terminal, yes, and write our test function. Yeah, so as I said before, writing test, we should start with the name test and then the name of what we are testing. Yeah, so on this, Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah.
I have to say. And then
Yeah, to exit.
to save.
All right. Yeah, then I need
Yes. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Enough.
That's good.
Yeah, so we can get back to our code. We'll start with test. So I named the file test meetup.py, but it should be, ideally it should be test even or odd.py. Yeah, so with this, so we'll start by importing the so who knows no, it's only the hash in your
It's not stable.
no.
Fred,
no.
no.
Just leave it. Assume.
Just for now.
Yeah. So import. Who knows? Should we start with by importing the file we are testing on or the test module?
So,
Any views?
I think does the import order matter?
Yeah, it does.
So I think I will try out, but I don't think it matters. The order.
Just think logically.
Logically.
Yeah.
The flow. So
Yeah, the flow.
before I do a test for something, I can import the file, then import the unit test, yeah?
Yeah.
So what will happen if I first import the unit test, then I import the file? I don't think the order matters.
It won't in our case, but in some cases if you are using external, there are some other modules you can't import before the test. You can't import after the test. Yeah.
Can you make the editor use white?
Okay. Let me do it. Profile. This is torturing me. Me.
White and black.
White on
White
black.
and black.
Really?
No, black and white.
Text, only the text. Hey.
It's white and black.
Yeah.
How is that?
Don't you have solarized light?
I have.
Use that. Solarized light down there. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, just click close.
Okay, let's use that. Since you insisted.
How about that? Who is Tech G? Welcome, Tech G.
Tech G, welcome. Yeah, so I hope it's now visible, the solarized.
Reduce your transparency to. Yeah. Use transparency.
It's now opacity 0, opacity 1. So we will import unit test. Unit test autocomplete feature. So we are importing the module unit test so that you can use it to test our code. So, and then now we import the file. So for our case, it will be odd or even .py. Yeah, so after that, we will practice the 8 standards of editing your code. Yeah?
We practice.
Yeah, we will practice the 8 standards. So after importing a module or after completing the class, you must have 2 spaces. Like on comment, you must have a space after the hash, such things. Yeah, so we will create our class. It will be test odd or even. And then we will inherit from the unit test dot test case. I will get to what the test case is, so don't stress yourselves. Yeah. Class test order even. So our first thing that we will do is create a test. Oh, you can follow along as I write the code. You can also write it. If you're using Ubuntu, I know Python is already pre-installed. So you can follow along. Oh, I forgot to give you instructions. Maybe when you later try to look on it, you install the unit test by writing pip install. For comment up juu. Yeah. So that I think commenting my code will make you know. Maybe if you're lost, you can go back up and look at what I've done. So
what do you want to do next?
So
what shall we?
yeah, so after importing, we declare with the name of the test. After that, we write our function or our method. So our methods.
Yeah. Can you just write a comment? Declare our test.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
Just before you declare it, again. Before you declare it.
Oh yeah. So as you all know, we have Python docstrings. So with Python docstrings, someone can press help on the name of the class and be told what it does and that. So when you press help on test order even, it will tell you this is the name of the class test order even .doc dot underscore doc underscore underscore.
Test that.
Yeah, so this is a Who can define it? Yeah, Musa.
I'm not defining, but can you just discuss what you want to do before you start doing it here? Because me, I'm lost.
Okay, I can't write. So
Write them as comments from line 7. Write the first thing you're supposed to do and the next thing the next. Oh, delete that. Delete that. Delete that.
which one? This one.
Yes. Delete line 7. Then at line 5, write everything you're planning to do. Right there.
Okay. This is our plan. Okay. So first we will create a class. We'll create a class that will be used for testing, that will contain the methods for testing our code. Will contain yeah, so and after that we'll get to writing the functions. Testing our code. So if you're wondering, functions are also methods. So and after that, now we will run our code. Thanks, Lucy. So the code will fail. Code fails since we have no. We have no code to test. So the whole point of test-driven development is to write code to help us. Code fails since we have no test. So we write code. We write tests for our code before writing the code itself. Yeah, this is to help us in knowing our edge cases and all that, so that the flow can be easy. Any change on the code cannot affect the code itself because you have a test to tell us. Then after that, we write our code. And then
Step clearly running our test or our code.
oh, sorry. Thanks, Sigu. We run our tests.
Test.
Yeah, this test. Then our test fails. Then we write the code, and then we test the code. Prove it works. So this is what we are going to do. As you can see, we've already declared our class. A class is declared by writing the name class, then the name of the class. If you are inheriting any classes, you write them there inside the parentheses. Then if you are not inheriting any classes, then you just write it that way. It will by default inherit the object. Yeah. So after writing that,
So that the class of step one.
yeah,
So
our step one is complete. We write a class. Yeah. So after that, we now write the functions. So all our functions should start with the name text and the name and the description of what we are testing. So we will start by testing for even. Then we inherit self initialization. Def test for even self. Then we now write our function. So maybe let's assume I will write a section for assumptions because we have no code yet. So assumptions. Our even method is called is even, and then our odd function returns no. By function I mean method. So it's called is odd. I hope you noticed the underscore. You can't write the name of a function with both spaces to give you an error. Pardon? Yeah.
yes.
So def test for even. So I promised with 8 standards, so we must have a space there. Okay. So def test for even. So our function will be called is even, and it will return true if the argument passed on the is even method is even. Hope I'm not confusing anyone. Yes. So def test for even, then our method will no, we will first write our, we'll call the method is even.
We are calling the method we are assuming will exist.
Yeah.
Okay.
The method we are assuming is existing. The method we are assuming is existing. The Amoka effect is. So if we pass 2, it will be true. Okay. So we expect our solution to be true because the method is even, or rather the function is even. Will return the string true, as you can remember from our. No, it will return even. Not true. Yeah. So it's even 2 will return even. So this, oh my God,
What's happening in the event?
line 20. In line 20, solution is a variable, as you all know. So we are assigning solution the return value of the is even function. We are assigning is even solution the return value of is even method. Yeah, so when we have is even and an argument is passed, so let's say n, it will return maybe this is not the code.
Yes.
It will return even.
So we are storing.
Not really offensive about
Yeah. Should I write the code on the assumptions?
it.
The code we are going to test.
Write the test. Let's confirm that the tests are okay.
Yeah.
Now make them.
So on writing the test, so we'll have return.
We are returning. We want to assert.
Yeah, test.assert.
We want to assert. Yeah.
Yeah.
Assert, is it?
Yeah, self.
That assert is one. Also, we want to assert or confirm that the return value of calling the method, or if we pass it to the return value is even.
Yeah. Yeah, the return value, which is a string in our case. So return text.
I still don't understand why we are returning.
Why we are returning what?
Just one.
Huh?
I think I understand that.
Okay. Continue.
And then
Yeah. Yeah, so on a unit test case, we have different test cases. So on test cases, we have assert equal, assert true, assert is boolean, assert is integer, such things. So
to assert is to confirm.
yeah,
I'm asserting that I am male. Niko sure. Niwakonfirmie mwana. Mwanzo uko sure?
Also, in this case,
so who can explain the code, the last line? Who can explain, or rather make an assumption on the last line? Pardon? The string even. Anyone else? Luce. Pardon? It asserts if the return value of the method is even. Of which method? The one we're assuming.
It confirms what we have before the comma after the comma.
Yeah. So that is basically what it is.
It confirms if what we have before the comma and after the comma. The solution even. Which solution we're getting from line 20. So do we have even as the solution? Yes. Then that's true. It confirms that the solution is even.
Yeah. So what it does, as the name of the method is self-descriptive. So test.assert equal. So the first argument is what we expect. No, is what we are testing. Solution equals to. We are testing if 2 will be equal to even. So the return value of our is even function should be even, the string even. Yeah, so test.assert equal the solution and the name even. So the test is checking if the solution is same as the word even.
And is the arguments, those solution and even, are they independent?
No.
As in, I can start with even as the string.
No, you can't, because the first value is what is returned by the method, by the function, and the second value is what we expect.
Can you give away the solution thing? Just call even two directly in here. Directly.
Yeah, we can.
I think it's less.
Oh yeah, it's less confusing. So let's just um, so
So we're actually confirming that the call is even and pass it true, and it will give back even.
yeah.
Is it making sense now? If we call the method is even, we were assuming that we have a method called is even. Now, using our assumption in line 20 now, we say we call is even and give it true, then we expect it to give back even. That's really crafty.
Yeah,
We can do as many assertions as
we can do as many assertions as we wish.
but that means we don't need the return.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the next thing you can do is to test assert equal is even, then pass it 3 and confirm that you won't return even. Assert not equal.
Yeah.
Assert not equal even.
Yes.
So that means you don't need to return.
Yeah.
Remove the return tool. Here zero.
Niko kwa insert. By the way, yeah. I why escape. No, we are testing many cases, so
Let's confirm that 3 is 3 even or odd. It's odd. So can you confirm that 3 will not give us back? It will assert not equal even. Does that make sense?
yeah. So for that case, we will have to change the name of our method.
Oh, no, we don't have to do both.
Because it is test for even, as in so that it can be descriptive of what you're doing.
We are testing for even.
Yeah.
So it means that in line 21, we are asserting not equal to even.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Thank you. I was stupid there. Not equal. Well,
Voila.
it's even.
Inafaa iwe
3.
3, si ndio? Kwambia mtu ameweka vituko kwa terminal. Ni? 3, si ndio?
3 ilikuwa sawa.
So it's even inafaa iwe 4.
Yeah. You're taking time.
Oh.
So it's even, maybe that 4. No, we tested for 3, so 8, maybe 45. But not equal.
This only does
4 even numbers. So we have to test for edge cases. No, we will create a method.
2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Pardon? Oh, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, this. Let me delete this one.
I think you can randomly look for suggestion from someone.
Yeah. Who can? Oh yeah. So I have to close this. Oh. Line 22. Yeah. Oh no. Unit test. I've not installed unit test on a. Yeah. Maybe I will use the virtual environment. Okay. Yeah. Unit test is not installed. So work on VNV. VNV is a virtual environment. This is another topic. So no, it will not. Install what? Unit test. So that you can use it for tests. And that's undefined name unit test on our error. Can you see?
You didn't lock the def and the class.
No, we don't lock in Python.
You don't lock.
Yeah. Can you see? It's on the screen. Undefined name. Number 1 on the errors.
918.
So
Yeah. No. Unit test.
So how did you know it's not installed?
Because we have imported it. So basically, we have imported the test, the unit test module, but it's not reflecting here. So
It's usually
check.
the C in test case.
But the error is on. Check.
Open another tab.
Yeah. The official Python docs. And I think I'm wrong on the test case. Test cases. Yeah. Actually, it's small letters. Yeah. And so we made many errors. I made many errors. Unit test. And so you can see it's not. Pardon? Yeah. On self. Yeah. So sorry. The 37. So our, what is it called? Yeah? Yeah, it's a linter, and we had made an error on inheriting the unit test. So basically here we are basically here on the class definition we created a type, we had a typo on the name unit test, and initially I'd put this C, this test case, the C on test case as a small letter, and yet it's not supposed to be. And also another error, we were referring to test.assert equal. Yeah, it's like saying the class test, the method assert equal, and it's not supposed to be that way. Yeah, so itself dot assert equal the test and the expected as arguments. Yeah, so the current error we are getting is the is even is not defined. Yeah, we can run the tests. So unit test Python. So Python test, the name of the test file, and then we run. No module named odd or even. Yeah, so on our imports here, we imported odd or even. The odd or even. Oh my god. No, it's not okay. While importing modules, you don't have to give the extension .py. So this odd or even .py is wrong. Should have only odd or even, the name of the file. Yeah, so on this file we can run the test again. Still have no module named odd or even. So if we created the the file odd or even, of which I'm creating now. Yeah, I want to add the touch. Yeah, so touch odd or even dot py. Yeah, so by touch is a command for creating files. So the name odd or even dot py should not be the name of the module. The name of the module should not contain the .py extension. Yeah, so we have created the file. It doesn't give us an it doesn't give us a validation that has been created, but it has. Yeah. So as you can see, we have now the file order-even.py and test-meetup.py. So we will run the command again. It's not giving us anything. Again and again and again and again. No, the odd or even is the file we're supposed to test. But right now, as you can see from our to-do list, we are to create a class, which we have done, writing a function, and then run the test, which is the test we are writing. So, yeah. So, on writing the tests, the code fails since you have no code to test, of which it is. Yeah, it's not failing. So, what I wanted to do initially was it's supposed to fail.
So let's make it fail. It has to fail before you go.
Yeah. It has to fail.
It has to fail before you write it.
Yeah. I want to write the function with no content in it.
We have not been asked for that. It has to fail. Yeah, it's usually fails. It has to fail. So there's something is not that.
Yeah, so I think I know the problem. While running the test file,
Oh, can you look at the assertion? I think I saw this one. Your assertions. Are you seeing? Are you seeing when you're using unit test?
yeah, this is what I was driving at.
Yeah. Are you seeing unit test?
But that's not an issue, since this one is to ease our running process when using unit test. But it still runs by running Python.
So may the problem be that you are asserting that
It should give an error.
by that be the problem?
Yeah, it might be.
You can change the first one. Only the first one.
Yeah. That's that. Yeah.
Now go run the test. No failure.
No failure. My God. Assert equal. Yeah. So let me go back. You see what Kevin was saying? Kevin was saying for us to add the if main equals to name unit test. Yeah. Uh, I'm trying to come and nimeshika alafu. Yeah. Yeah. So by running tests, we need to specify run them this way unless we add the if main. Unless we add this one in our code. If name equals to main, we need test.main. If we don't include this one, then we have to run this code. We have to run it this way. Sorry. So it's not a normal Python script for us to run Python and then the name .py.
So basically, what you're doing, you're calling Python and telling it use this module
Yeah,
to run this file.
use this module to run this file. Yeah. So here, the test was in a folder called tests. That's why we have the tests and then the name of the module. The name of the test, the name of the test file. Yeah, so, and then another thing is this one. In order to give a verbose, I hope you know what a verbose mean. So a verbose output is an output having many details. Yeah, it has many, what can I say? It is detailed with the errors. Yeah, we can run it so that you can see what I'm saying. After unit test, we put the can you see any difference? They're the same. Yeah, but actually that's what it means. I think they have, yeah, you can run tests with more detailed or higher verbosity by passing the .v flag. Yeah, we have no much details there. So for help, you can write this, which we should have done, but we didn't. As we have seen, our test is failing and we have errors. Name is even, is not defined. Yeah. Yeah, so now we have to define our test. So it's even was our name, okay? So it's even, and then we pass an argument. Yeah, so we have defined it. So if you define a method in Python, yeah, with no content inside, you have to put the word pass so that it can know this one does nothing. Oh, shit. Huh? We are not passing an argument for now. The error is Python. That is even. Pardon? No, it's odd. Yeah. Yeah. Whether you are not pass in Ruby, you don't pass. You don't have to put the parentheses. When you define it.
Can you define a method in Python without the parentheses?
No, you can't. You can't. You can't. Yeah. Even if it has no arguments, you can't. Okay, so let's save our file and get back running the test. So, pardon. Have I saved? So it's saved. It's even. It's even. Huh?
Does Python consider the number of arguments as method? Can you have is even with one argument and is even with one?
Maybe if we put keyword arguments.
No. Can you have the same method name with different arguments, number of arguments?
Only if you specify. So we do that by maybe writing even, and then maybe the argument, maybe for our case is n, and that one.
Now I'm asking if you can have a method called is even that takes in n, and another method called is even that takes in m and
Maybe we test. I've never tried.
okay, so if that's not possible, we should look at why this is failing at telling us the method.
Yeah. So should we try to pass in an argument and see whether the failure will?
Okay, yeah.
Not even. We pass num. Oh shit. Redoing. How numbers are argument. So and then save. We are trying to. Name is even.
So just go and remove the argument first. The number thing that you did. So are you sure is even can be called without a self?
On.
What's the receiver of your method?
Actually, what's mine?
Go back to the test. Now you calling is even in line 20. You're calling is even and giving it 2. How we need to know which is even is above? Where is that method defined?
On our file.
As in which file?
Order even.
If you say self dot assert equal, then it's calling assert equal on selves.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, if you say is even, on what are we calling this even? So it might be that you need to create an object. Then from that object, we call
Even. Thank you for that. As and we have to edit our code. Since we are have to modify this. Insert. yeah, to modify the input. So we are telling it from odd or even import the name of the class, which is uh, the name of our file is even, no, of our class is even or odd. Even or odd. So thank you, Sigu. So this is where we can test for passing an argument. After my no, there is no input. There is no underscore. Yeah, it's just a space. So we can try what we tried earlier and pass in numbers and arguments.
Yeah, it's still not pass that. In our test, we are just following the signal. We don't do anything that, yeah, we don't do anything that our failure doesn't tell us to do. It didn't tell us that it needs number. So remove it out. It told us that we not define this given.
I was going with the assumption that a method, what you were saying, passing an argument with many, defining a method with many arguments and defining an argument with an one with different.
I don't think it is like it's not even.
Yeah. Okay, so from odd to even.
So go back to your test. Maximize. Now that you have that class, you need to, I don't know if I know, you need to create an object out of that then call this given. How do you create objects?
Setup.
What?
Using a setup.
Can you create an object?
Yeah.
Just create one.
And then maybe it should call number equals to even odd. Yeah, that way.
That creates an object called number.
Number.
Okay. What's the scope of number? Is it only valid in setup or it's also valid in test? Even or not?
It's also valid in tests.
Okay. So go to line 23 and do number dot is given. Oh, there. First one.
Oh my god. What am I finding?
Oh my God.
Oh, the first one.
Yeah.
Number dot is given.
That's how you call on objects.
Yeah.
Okay. Try again. Languages.
Yeah, sorry.
Number is not defined.
Sorry.
But we have a warning. Number is not used. Okay, try that. Okay, run that.
Yeah. I think it's now. Okay.
Yes, because once you say test, once you say self, self is expecting.
The class, the parent class.
Go back to the test. Self is saying that I have something called number in line 20. I have something called number. Assign that to even or odd.
Because we are in this class, you can't use self. It will assume we are referring to this one.
So where are we supposed to? How do we initialize an object?
The name of the object equals to the name of the class, parentheses. Where is this? Self dot number. And it's called the setup. Yeah. This is what I was. It must. Is Pati? Ebo, look at this. Yeah. No, I never. Yeah.
Because I think this self that you're saying is so this was not last week. Sure. Yes,
It's okay.
you did not say.
Saving was the issue. Vim things.
It's even takes one person and you can even
Hmm?
Takes one.
takes one plus two are given.
Who gave two? Do you have a number? Oh. Two are given. So you like to plus self.
Self as an argument.
Plus element there which is plus element. Good. Let us see the M on that.
Oh, there.
Takes one, but two are given. The method takes only. Did you pass number of the method?
Number.
You
No.
did not pass argument.
Yeah.
So the arguments only take the self. But you gave it self and two.
So
adding now an argument on so why is it saying that it's self and that?
because
Without the
huh?
you said the fight self one.
Oh. Self talk.
Next one.
Number on the number dot. It's because of initialization.
Next one.
Dot.
Down to
Nimekataa kusave. Right. Oh yeah.
I think I know the reason. Go back to line 23. Expand this. So there is in line 23.
Mm. Yeah. Yes. Should be winding up.
When umetoa hiyo bracket ilikuwa kwa tu.
And here. Ni vile ni kala yellow, so ionekani. No, that's a failure on the The error. The error was on declaring the method. Tunaassume. So one test has been self and another one. We were looking at the test instead of looking at the code.
So where did you get like 2 and 3?
So line
2 and 3.
line 2 and 3
Not yet.
is initializing.
So you're just passing.
Yeah.
Must it be there?
No. Shift V. I remove it.
How about you make it?
It's giving us this if we remove it. No errors found. If I run it, now we have a test. Run one test in 0.01 seconds.
There is another step. It's saying, go back to the errors. There is your self dot underscore number in your test.
Oh, there's a space.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So assertion error, none is not equal to even.
Our method is returning nothing.
Yeah.
So we need the init.
Yeah.
Why? No, we don't need
No, we don't need it.
But we have it.
Yeah.
Why? We don't need it.
Okay.
How did it get there?
It's written. So we had a very stupid error. Yeah. So on our method,
What's the error?
we have none is not equal to even. We are not returning anything on the method. So
If you're
none.
not returning anything false now.
Yeah.
So our return value was there is nothing, so it's
None.
That's the
Yeah.
not equal to.
Yeah. So we can return even if
Not if there. Look at the error. It's just one.
no,
We are just
I want to write the even function
why?
to validate if a number is
Go back
even.
to the error. Just go back to just that way.
Yeah, this will
What's
make
the
it
error?
pass.
Yes.
As in, I want
We don't need validation.
to write this method.
No. What's the error?
None is not equal to even.
Yes.
If we write it that way, the test will pass.
Yeah, and that's what we need. That is what we need. We need the test to pass. That. It has failed. Now the other step was make it pass. It has failed because we have no return value now.
Kwa the other
Yes. So deal with errors.
this one. So we have self. Sorry. That self dot is given.
Again.
Even is not equal to even.
Assertion error even equal.
Even equal even. So we asserted
That's line number. The error is in line number. Let's see.
number 24.
So we were saying
Assert not equal. Number is even. 3.
oh I get it. Explain there. So there is line number 24 we are asserting. We are asserting that what is here, what is in self dot number that is, we are asserting that it should not be equal.
Even.
That
But
when we pass 3, it is not should not be.
yeah,
But our method
only
in
returns
our method we were returning, it only returns
even.
So in short, our assertion is not our assertion is not
Should I explain? Yeah, so assert not equal this. So this should not equal even. Sindio? Yeah, but our method explicitly returns even. So even is equal, and here we have said not equal. So there is no way the test can pass. So, but if we had equal here, it would have passed because we have not even declared a method to the.
So can you go back to the error and explain what's the error?
Yeah. So self dot assert not equal. This past argument 3 equal even. Our method explicitly returns the word even. We have not given it arguments. If passed 2, check if the number is even or not. Yeah, so we are only returning the word even, regardless of the case.
So it's an assertion,
Yeah, it's
in
an
found
assertion.
that these two are true,
Yeah,
meaning it's should be asserted.
but they're not supposed to be
So
true,
they should not be.
and it's supposed to.
They should not be. They should not be equal, but they are equal. But our assertion was
Yeah.
not equal.
So our error here is on this method. Anyone lost?
Let's make it run.
Yeah, so if we make it run, we'll do if number plus 2. One. Tumefanya. The code isha fail because of this, because our method explicitly returns it. So tungekuwa na pass hapa ingefail.
Ukiweka hivyo itafail bado. It's an assertion error, not. We continue from where we stopped. So tunaweza anza fresh.